So Lionel, talk a little bit about the history of Alain Voge.
Yeah, Alain Voge passed away 2 years ago, and he was 81. And he was the fourth generation of Voge in Cornas. His great-grandfather Henry Voge came from Drôme, other side of the Rhône, in 1905. But before Alain Voge's generation, there were not only winemakers like other families in Cornas. There were farmers with several activities, fruits, nursery, animals, etc., and a little bit of vines and wine. But in Cornas, the generation of Alain Voge after the Second World War in the 50s and the 60s went only to the vineyard and winemaking. So it changed, Alain built and changed a lot of things from the late 50s to the 80s, 90s.
In the Northern Rhône, Cornas in the 50s was not as well respected as it is today.
Oh no, it was not the same.
How did that change? What was the process of making Cornas as respected in world restaurants, in the world wine market as it is at the moment?
At this time, of course, Hermitage and Coteau were in a very high place after the Second World War, but that was not the case for Cornas. It was a bistro wine. The vineyard was planted in the valley with fruits, etc., to produce a lot, to be not too much cost of production. So it was the big négoce estates of the Rhône Valley. They were managing the sales. These young men called Auguste Clap, Noël Verset, Marcel Juge, Alain Voge, they said, no, we can make better. We have to replant the slopes, and we are looking for quality. So first they replanted the slopes, then they bottled by themselves, which is very important. And they decided to be free from the big négoce estates and to commercialize by themselves and to sell the wine by themselves. And that's why Alain Voge began to go to Pic family and to Lyon to Bocuse and to other big chiefs. The French gastronomy was getting higher and higher, so Alain Voge was there to show the Cornas and later the Saint-Péray.
The Syrah that you work with, how is it different perhaps than Syrah from Hermitage, from Côte Rôtie, from Saint Joseph?
Regarding the grapes, maybe it's the same family. Sometimes we heard about Syrah or Petite Syrah, but I'm not sure about that. The main difference is in the soil. Cornas soil is made of very disagreed granites, very old granites. When you walk in the vineyard, the mother rock is coming everywhere. You can take the rocks and break with your fingers. In Côte Rôtie, impossible to do that. Those are gneiss or schist, very, very hard stones. Hermitage, you have the 5 geological periods. It's a bit different. The other thing is that in Cornas, Cornas means in Celtic language, burn earth, terre brûlée. And it means that Cornas is like 3 granitic arenas exposed to south east. Very good exposure with warm and very good for concentration. In our vineyard you can find a lot of typical Mediterranean plants like cyst, fenouil, green oak, etc. That make a little bit difference.